Oh, that's almost the wrong one. There we go. Okay. And we'll start it in 3, 2, and 1.
Cool. We'll see how good we get this.
Hopefully we'll stay
Man.
relatively even. It should be better than spectating off a replay together, so that's at least
No,
something.
yeah, agreed.
Um, anyway, on the bottom side of the map, for game number 1, we've got Dude, Where's My Elo wearing the blue health bars. In the top lane, Malza Hardons is playing Ornn. In the jungle is Seriously Lucky on Jax. In mid lane, Spitfire on Annie. Substitute player in at bot lane, I guess we'll go with, playing Lucian and Constant Stutter. Team captain playing Rakan.
And then on the red side, we have the Benis breakers, not to be confused with other words, with, oh geez, I'm gonna butcher these names, so roll with me here. Senekin in the top lane on Darius. We got Savage to the B on Sejuani in the jungle. J-Vi on Tilia in mid lane, along with, oh geez, Zildjian on Jin as the AD carry and Mystic Thunder as Braum as the support.
I've been going with JV and haven't been corrected yet, and then it's Zildjian. Just pretend like there's not a
Zildjian.
just pretend like there's not a D in the middle of it.
Zildjian on Jin. I like it.
And Zildjian, I don't know if you remember from last season, but he went by Tacit Noctua last season. So
Unfortunately, I do not remember that
okay.
name. I know Dude Where's My ELO because of Lucky and all that. They're the only people I've actually watched the games because that's what we casted last time.
So both junglers starting bottom side of the map, pretty standard stuff. So far, we didn't see anybody getting spicy at level 1 or anything. I don't even see anything super out of the ordinary. I guess the Dark Seal on Annie is a decision to start out with.
She's wanting to snowball that lane is what she's looking for.
Looking to drop some bears on some folks. So, Otso, for I guess most of you who have no idea, one of my personal friends, 80 carry main, was going to play in a Platinum League this season, but unfortunately had other commitments, so we're having him fill in here on the cast because I think he's entertaining, and hopefully you guys will as well. Um, have you had to experience any of the Bruiser bot meta yet? We're gonna get interrupted. Constant Start and Rich Kid hit level 2, and they go immediately in, and the press the attack gets procced, and Rich Kid picks up first blood.
That's actually huge because besides just getting first blood, they only had to use Rakan's Ignite compared to Jin burning both Flash and Heal. They just were not respecting the level 2.
Yeah, and you still have the extra summoners available, so that could be a bit of a... I don't want to say a bit of a tilter, because that like implies mental tilt, but like it could snowball pretty hard.
Yeah,
If they
it's
don't...
going to be a problem for them because Jin, first off, doesn't really proc Braum's passive that well in the first place, so they're really looking to win early, and in this case, that's becoming a problem.
Yeah, and Rakan and Lucian both looking to get her. Actually, Lucky is going into the opposing jungle.
Ooh.
He smites away the red buff from Savage to the B, gets stunned up with the Sejuani E thing, passive frostbite.
He
I
wins
think.
this though. Noah, they're finally rotating over.
Yeah, JV's able to collapse a little bit earlier than Spitfire is, despite Spitfire having the roam, or the shove. But now Senekin's here as well. This could turn into a full-blown 3v3. Spitfire looks a little bit overextended, going to get apprehended. Able to flash over the wall, but Senekin follows him up and takes the kill. And now he's going to try to turn on to Malzahardon's. JV and Lucky not finished up just yet either. Savage is here. He's going to take the kill with the Sejuani dash.
This is really hype stuff. Because did he flash into the pit to get the red buff, or did he just jump?
I think he just jumped. He flashed away later when he was low.
Okay, I think that would have been really, really good by Lucky if he just left, honestly.
Yeah, that's a situation. Otso is a bit quiet. Aha! I'll turn you up.
So you can hear my succulent voice.
Oh, I have you down to 25%. Holy moly. Alright. Oh, that's way too loud now. Now you're at 65, and you're blowing me out of the water. We'll find a happy
They
medium.
they want to listen to me more anyway. It's okay.
Um,
No, joking.
anyway, that's an issue where you want to invade when you have pushing side lanes and mid lane, I guess, as well. And maybe Spitfire was telling him that he had the backup immediately, but it looked like JV got there first.
No, 100% he did. I think it was partial communication. I think Lucky noticed that his lanes were kind of shoved in, at least mid lane, but Spitfire was not aware of Lucky's shenanigans in their jungle.
Or maybe he's just trying to abuse the fact that Sejuani's first clear isn't particularly strong.
Yeah, and with Jax's ability to trade like that, especially since he got the red buff on top of it, he was definitely he had the advantage for it.
Anyways, Senecan Malzahardons, this should, at least early on, favor the Darius. Ornn is kind of a bitch, though.
Orange trading pretty darn well for the situation.
Yeah, Ornn just wins trades that he shouldn't. Just like this one, where he's gonna solo kill Senecan out of nowhere. Yeah, the clap for the percent health damage is pretty good, as it turns out.
That was insane. I was like, why is Darius hanging out so far back? And that right there is why. He knows more than I do.
Yeah, and Senecan hit level 6 right before that too. He's like, oh man, I'm gonna hit 6, get that Noxian Guillotine going. No, we're getting shut down by the Ornn.
I guess there's a thing that I am personally guilty of playing too passive. So in this case, I think Ornn was on cooldowns with most of his abilities, so Darius could have probably won the auto attack trade before that even got to happen. So that's just something I would look forward to in his later trades.
Spitfire's gonna get knocked up by the God, seismic shove. My ability names have been bad today.
Don't look at me. I would just call it a W.
I was gonna say tectonic shove, but that's like mixing Vel'Koz and Talia together. They're like the same champion, right? One's a big eyeball and the other one's big eyebrows.
Ooh, we got a
That's a
here.
good seismic shove though. As Senecan's here, gonna land the decimate, the ignite though off of the summon Tibbers. Tibbers is really angry. Oh, that's a really good apprehend from Senecan. I don't know if it's gonna keep him alive. The directed camera won't show us though.
Oh man, well it had too many people were almost dying at the same time. Sedge barely survived, Talia barely survived.
And then we just kind of
really good roam.
Watched full health Jax at his red buff for some reason in there.
No, but that was a really good roam by Darius.
Yeah, Senecan definitely showing up at the right time there, and the apprehend to pull away and rage Tibbers was really good as well. That actually saved JV.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at items currently. Lucian has got a huge lead on Jhin. Like, it doesn't look like much, but he has a BF sword to his pickaxe, which is actually a huge difference when you're playing. And just overall a 27 farm difference.
Yeah, even the Cull gives him a little bit more sustain compared to the dagger of Zildjian.
For sure.
We haven't been
experience difference.
We haven't seen anything out of the bot lane, but it's a 30 CS advantage at 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, and Lucian's the guy that if he gets ahead, which is what he wants to do, he's gonna snowball it.
Ooh, that was a good timed apprehend, pulls him away from the ultimate, and Senecan will get just enough damage after the dunk to take down Malzahardons in the top lane.
So he must have listened to me. He wasn't passive during that encounter at all.
Yeah, kept taking the auto attacks despite it looking like a bad trade to start off with. Now Lucky's looking for the dive in bottom lane. Goes ahead and smites and then hits Jhin in the face, but it looks like that's just going to signal Mystic Thunder and Zildjian to back off.
Yeah, this is awesome, because even though top lane barely lost that fight, they're really pushing the lead in the bot lane, which is what they need to do to make sure this Jhin just never gets even close to his 3-item spike.
Yeah, and Benis Breaker's actually called JV down. He had the Weaver's Wall available to him, but they didn't pull the trigger on anything. This is a rough life for the Benis Breakers bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, overall, as a team, they're actually dead even in gold. It has to be in the farm somewhere, because Benis has 4 kills to ELO's 2. Wow, I'm actually really curious where this gold is.
Yeah, the gold looks like it's all on bot lane. That 40 CS advantage is making up pretty much for the kill
True,
advantage.
true.
Plus, Lucky's actually pretty ahead of Savage in CS as well.
That makes sense though.
15 in the jungle is, 3-4 camps at least.
Sejuani, I feel, has more lane presence so far though. At least with her 1 kill.
Yeah, and at level 6 should be the more impactful champion as well. Although he keeps getting really low in his own jungle and then not pulling the trigger on ganks. Senekin wants to get aggressive.
I would, especially with those items. I think this is the point where Darius should have the advantage from now on. I know we said this earlier, and we were proved wrong, but...
We didn't quite get the heal there from the Q. That time he'll get the heal, though. He's got the Noxian Guillotine available, going to flash forward for it. Another solo kill now for Senekin. But here comes the roam from Dude, Where's My ELO? How's Lucky going to get over the wall? I was kind of afraid he was going to just flash over, but Spitfire's on the hunt. The Annie flash forward for the Tibbers. The Ignite. It's going to be enough damage. Oh, is it going to be enough damage? The heal coming out from Senekin. And now JV's here. He's going to pick it up.
Oh, shoot. He actually survives after all that.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
The Tibbers has just kind of betrayed them twice in a row. Meanwhile, Zildjian's getting dove under tower. That's a really good exhaust, and Rich Kid's tanked up enough tower shots. Constant Stutter will go down to 1 Jin shot. Is this the American sniper Zildjian? That looks like he doesn't connect on any of the remaining ones. Rich Kid's blown his flash and his heal, but he's going to call up from out underneath the tower. The Unbreakable's there for Mystic Thunder. Apprehend misses, but the Winter's Bite is there for the kill for Mystic Thunder.
I'm so... why did he go back in? I mean, a lot of stuff just happened. Like, I'm definitely not trying to talk over you, but I'm like, oh, I can fill in space here, and then another thing happens on the other side of the map.
Not a problem.
Which is really good for Benis Breakers, because they've just extended the gold lead to 2k and are going to get first tower in the bot lane. That's completely turning around what was going on before with Lucian and his lead.
And as we were saying, that's twice where the Summon Tibbers almost picked up the return kill. It would have evened up some of these spikes, but Tibbers has just been... I don't know. Tibbers is definitely the Benis Breakers MVP so far.
I think they keep trying to kill this Darius, but he's now a level ahead on them and has the farm advantage. And obviously the kills as well because of everything that's happening. It's because they keep going one at a time rather than piling their ults on them at the same time, which is what you really need to do, especially with Darius and that heal built into his kit.
So, I guess as the game goes later, which team do you think has the better scaling advantage then?
See, and I was trying to think about that. In my opinion, it's pretty darn even. Both of them have excellent team fights. Jax can just jump on their AD carry along with Talia. Sejuani is going to lock somebody down on Dude, Where's My ELO? I think this is going to be hilariously even.
I wanted to talk about this swap because Benis Breakers swaps their bot lane to top, which is good, but they do it while Dragon's still up, which is bad.
It was an air drake.
Yeah, it's an air drake, but they give it up for free, basically. They're going to get the Rift Herald, it looks like, maybe in return.
This would be really good. I'm not entirely certain how well Darius can hold his tower.
We're about to find out as he apprehends Rich Kid in. Constant Stutter gets the knock-up, though, as he uses the Grand Entrance. Another big Q from Senekin gets the double healing. Now JV's here as he uses the Weaver's Wall to come down. Can he get the Seismic Shove off? I didn't see him miss it. Is he just holding it? I don't know. He picks up 1 kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the Glacial Prison comes out. Will lock up Malzahardons underneath the tower, and they're going to pick up 3 kills across the map. Plus, they've got the Rift Herald now to drop in top lane.
This is fantastic from the Benis Breakers. This is actually a lot of fun to watch because not only are they doing stuff in the bot lane, but they're also getting kills in the top lane and another tower. They're the ones behind in the series so far, right?
Their record's worse, but it's like the series is
Right.
0-0, and they lost the first meeting.
Oh, I mean, Dude, where my ELO's 3-1
Yeah.
overall, right? And Benis is 1-3.
Yes.
If I didn't know that before I started watching this game, I'd say it's the other way with the way Benis Breakers is playing right now.
We'll have to see if ELO's able to come back. Um, right now, your hopes really have to lie on Azirski Lucky and Rich Kid. Both of them have pretty decent CS leads. And we'll have to see if they can make something out of that.
Right, and I'm going to be a little critical here right now. That Dark Seal is not paying off for Spitfire whatsoever.
Yeah, buy in the Dark Seal, then go in 0-3.
Because like with the Dark Seal, you just have to snowball it. You got to pull in your jungle or something. Like they were obviously being proactive earlier as he jumps on.
Yeah, Lucky's going to go ahead and jump on JV. Has the Seismic Shove available. That was interesting. The rocks weren't... He used the shove and then the rocks in the opposite direction. I guess hoping you would jump out, maybe? Or maybe just a small misclick. Regardless, he gets out burning just the cleanse. Well, I guess that's all he had, but... Burns the cleanse.
Right.
Lucky didn't burn anything really in the process, so... Rich Kid's gonna get caught just a little bit. You really can't 1v1 the Darius. That's...
Oh, without a tower there, they got to play the game of catch up right now. And obviously it's really difficult to do because you want to go out and get that farm, but just push the wave and walk back.
Meanwhile, Spitfire tried to make a play in mid, and again, Zildjian got away with less than 100 health. Now Savage to the B is here. He's got the Sejuani ultimate. Doesn't pull the trigger just yet. To go back, I was going to mention about the Dark Seal. Also didn't buy the Corrupting Potion or even the refillable potion to go with it. Normally those go together because you get the extra potion duration.
Right, and the sustain and everything.
Seneca and Malzahardan's trying to have a 1v1 here, but Rich Kid's going to interrupt this rudely as the Lucian. Knockup not going to land from the Hammer Boy bouncy time. And instead it's going to be the 4-man push from Benis Breakers.
This is the difficult part of it. Darius requires more than one person to actually kill him, and when you commit that many resources on the other side of the map, Benis Breakers really want to be doing something else on the other side where you can't respond as quickly. Like in this case, get your mid tower.
So that's every outer tower down now for Benis Breakers, and this is traditionally where it gets a little bit more difficult. Baron's going to come up and be an objective alive, not necessarily takeable in 2 minutes. But it's hard to crack this inner set of towers and at least make the correct decisions to make sure you're not losing anything in the process.
Yeah, it's just because as you get closer to the base, everything's closer together, so it's easier for them to roam between it. Now, to mention that awesome air dragon that they got earlier.
Are you hating on my boy the air dragon?
Yeah, I am. Did they get Rift Herald? Who got Rift Herald?
Benis Breakers did. They broke the top tower with it.
Oh, is that what they did? Okay. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. Oh, I remember watching that now. Derp.
So it looks like Zildjian and Mystic Thunder headed toward bot lane. We're actually going to get maybe a moment to rest and look at some of these item builds. Stormrazor first on Zildjian, compared to the Essence Reaver plus a little bit more from Rich Kid. Are you feeling... What are you feeling on your AD carry builds, I guess?
It's in such a weird spot right now. They're going exactly what I would build on both of those. What throws me off is the fact that Lucian's died 3 times, even though he kind of has the advantage of the items. So he'll just have to be able to pick himself up and really throw down some damage in fights.
Sejuani looks like might have cut out Rakan, but Grand Entrance just going to get him out to safety. Sejuani has the Banner of Command first, along with the Boots of Mobility. Looking to get some side lanes pushing, I guess, or organically.
Honestly, I didn't even notice the banner. That's interesting.
Is this 8.11 or 8.12? It's whatever the last patch was. I think that's 8.11. I think 8.12 was today.
8.12 actually removed Banner of Command, so...
There you go, the sarcastic answer and the real answer.
I didn't. The patch was announced yesterday, and I didn't even know till today when I actually read it. Ugh.
Fallen behind. Work got you behind. Culling
Just
came through. That almost stole it. Savage able to smite it away, though. So that'll be the Ocean Dragon going over to the Benis Breakers. They're first of the game. Keep them topped off just a little bit. Not the best prize at 20 minutes.
honestly, no. Really, it looks like they're prioritizing the top side now. I hope they clear out this vision and set up Baron, because I definitely think they have a good enough lead where they could at least bait it. I'm not entirely sure about actually doing it, since Sejuani isn't exactly the tankiest person around.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more armor on the Sejuani. Has a little bit from the Banner of Command, but not a whole lot. And they don't have
Right.
that big Baron damage either. They've got a Talia and a Jhin. Like, Talia's alright, but Jhin is one of the worst AD carries at taking Baron. Lucky's gonna get caught just a little bit. Able to jump strike out to safety,
Mm.
though.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. They did get control of the top side near the Baron in the blue side jungle, which is awesome. They need to now hold on to that for dear life and just keep shoving the waves in until they can catch someone out.
It looked like they had Rich Kid caught just a little bit, but Savage didn't want to pull the trigger over the wall. I guess blindly, but he'll drop the banner, and they'll group up as three around it. They have Talia and Darius are on the bottom side of the map. Tiber's going to come out from Spitfire. Senecan takes the tower, and then is going to just rampage through. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Lucky's jumping in. Here comes the Orin Horn as it comes through, getting a gigantic knockup. But now Rich Kid's in a lot of trouble. He'll dash away, be able to kill Savage to the B. Now the culling coming through, doing a lot of damage to Mystic Thunder. They'll lock him up as Lucky takes the kill.
There we go. See, Lucian actually doing damage. It's really hard when Sejuani's locking you up. Maybe looking for a QSS later, but Darius actually didn't get anything in the bot side, so this is purely in favor of Dude Where's My ELO right now.
Yeah, they got the tower. So it was one tower for the couple of kills.
But no kills, which is a plus when it's talking about Darius.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, it looks like Dude Where's My ELO not going to get that tower. Senecan's actually going to use the teleport to go up there and stop the push. Does mean that they'll get a little bit of free time to get a little bit of control over vision near Baron.
Yeah, they're not in the position where they're going to be getting any towers anytime soon, unless if they get like a clear ace, which in that case I'd go for Baron instead. But just because those outer turrets are gone, it's so much harder to keep your lanes pushed because they just hit the Benis breakers outer turrets and bounces back a lot faster than they normally would.
So if you're Dude Where's My ELO, what are you just looking for maybe a pick or two, or do you just kind of have to play reactively at this point?
You play like my kindergartners at the Boys and Girls Club, and you be picky, picky, picky. You want to be picking people. You cannot venture out too far, be by yourself like that.
Constant Stutter takes a large chunk of damage from the seismic shove. Spitfire able to re-engage. They'll blow up Zilchin. Nice knock-up now from Malzahardons as they're trying to re-engage. They'll go ahead and take out the tank line as well. And that's three. Well, it should be three. There's the third. In favor of Dude Where's My ELO. And actually, JV's going to get locked up as well. That'll be four. And that that four-man unit from from Benis Breakers gets collapsed on and all taken out.
Okay, that was awesome. This game's exciting. I like this because now that I'm looking at it, I would give the edge in team fights to Dude Where's My ELO. This Ornn needs to leave, by the way. Why is he pushing turrets? But just because Jhin, he does a lot of damage, but AD carries, especially Jhin right now, have to have 3 items with that Infinity Edge being the third one in order to actually do any damage to tanks. And Dude Where My ELO is much more tankier, and Jhin isn't that great of a tank killer. So I would give the edge to Dude Where's My ELO right now. That actually closes up the gold gap quite a bit.
Yeah, it's about 2,000 right now in favor of Benis Breakers. Senecan was able to trade out the inner turret and bottom, so that'll be 5 turrets down now. I was about to try to click and pan to see how much health was on that bottom lane tower, but
I'm guessing about a fourth.
Yeah, the bar always looks way lower than it should be on the mini map.
I don't know about this one. This is interesting because the dude where's my ELO is doing a really good job of picking those fights, but they
Teleport
just cannot. Hmm?
teleport from Malzahardons was used on the ward over by the banana bush, so they're trying to regroup here. It is 4v5 currently, with Lucky kind of trailing behind here in the mid lane. Senekin doesn't have his teleport available either.
Not like he needs it. No one on dude where my ELO can actually handle him right
But in terms of setting him out for a side lane, there's actually a dragon coming up in a couple of seconds, and Dude Where's My Elo has the inside track for this. Especially with Senekin top lane now. And he's shown that he's up there. I don't know what flavor dragon it is. We're about to find out. We're eager. It's another air dragon.
now. Oh, our favorite.
Oh, are we going to get the trade, the air dragon for the Baron?
Oh, this would be huge. Yeah, no, see,
Yeah, Benis
this is not worth.
trying to burn this down, but it's not going very fast. And Spitfire's getting close. So is Rakan. Lucky's gonna jump in. Although he sees the health, he knows he can back out just a little bit, but he gets pulled in by the apprehend. The flash forward from Spitfire, he locks up 4 with the summon Tibbers into the Orin ultimate. The AoE is tearing through, but Senekin is still very, very healthy here in the backline. Apprehends 3, gets a little bit of healing. I don't think he's going to be able to finish anybody off, but he gets the rest of the members of his team out to safety.
Oh my goodness. I honestly thought that was gonna go a lot worse for Venus Breakers. As Lucian picks up another kill, dang.
Yeah, JV almost had him there, but not quite enough damage as Rich Kid able to survive on the Lucian.
I don't know if they'll be able to get much off of this, but I was worried because Lucian stayed at Air Dragon, and they knocked up Dude Where's My ELO's team, and he just wasn't there yet, but finally comes in, cleans up a few kills there. He's doing really, really well this game.
Inhibitor turret looks like it's the next objective. Zildjian throws down the curtain call just to try to buy a little bit of time and space for them to regroup. Not able to land the captive audience though, so that'll be the back off now for Dude Where's My ELO. They lost just Lucky in exchange for 3, I believe, during that fight.
And I am kind of worried about this. Lucian's going bot to try and push that tower. They're really leaving Baron open right now. I'm saying this right now because I'm trying to make a prediction.
Yeah.
If Venus Breakers play this well, either they'll kill Lucian, nope, or they'll go to Baron. Nope, never mind. They're gonna chase Lucian and probably have another team fight because Ornn and Rakan are coming up bot lane.
Yeah, unfortunately, we saw just how slowly they do Baron right now, though. I think that's their big worry right now is they can't burn it down. They don't have the damage, and they also don't win a team fight when they bait. So we might as well not go to the objective.
Oh, they do have wards on it. Okay, I was trying to look at the mini map. I was gonna say at least get control around it. Senekin does have teleport back up though, so he can shove in this bot lane and still be in a team fight at Baron if he needs to be. My predictions aren't going very well this game.
Spitfire finds Mystic Thunder, just gonna throw a little bit of damage down. Didn't
Fates
know if
check
he'd
it.
commit the whole combo, but Brahm's pretty healthy. Now we've got 2 banners on the side of Venus Breakers, to the 1 on Dude Where's My ELO, to do a quick banner of command check.
Right.
Brahm and Sejuani both have it, and now Ornn is the only one for ELO. I don't think Rakan should build one, just for the record. I don't know that you want to even that out at any point.
No. No.
I also don't think that Lucky should be the one responding to Senekin right now.
I
Your,
was gonna bring that up.
with your jungler bottom, that should well, against most other teams, that would open up a Baron opportunity. Senekin giving
That,
Lucky a lot of respect, though.
yeah.
I guess they are even in level. Meanwhile, Rich Kid has had time with this inner turret, so that's 4 turrets to 5 now, and the gold is 1,000 in favor of Dude Where's My ELO. And Savage, that was an interesting route through the tri-bush and back out, but able to get out to safety. Senekin finally disrespecting Lucky, gonna go ahead and just take down that tower in his face. The Timber's over the wall! Stuns up 3 though, and they'll go in with the Grand Entrance as well, just locking him up. Mystic Thunder, basically the only person left alive as Zildjian's just turned tail. Lucky killed Senekin, by the way.
Oh shoot, he did. I didn't even notice that. I mean, they lost the tower, but they should be able to pick up a lot off of that team fight, especially with 4 of their members dead.
But yeah, Spitfire with the huge summon Timbers over the wall. They were able to AoE that for so long, following in with the Rakan and the Ornn. I don't want to say that's mispositioning. That was just good awareness by Spitfire to be able to throw that down. And that'll secure the Baron for his team.
I think Spitfire heard me trash talking him and just really picked it up. That's really redeeming himself.
Yeah, Zildjian has an opportunity to steal here. There's no jungler.
Where's that
It's getting
four-shot
low.
at?
Captive Audience comes over the Comet. Not quite enough. It will go over to Rich Kid.
Oh my goodness. That's exciting.
I saw the Captive Audience take it down to about 100. I was like, oh man, the Comet's coming through.
And they got all their waves pushing. This is an excellent time for them to reset. Ward check. Senekin didn't place any down near their base, so probably a low chance of any back doors, especially since Dude Where's My ELO has Baron now.
Yep, they've got that banner cannon minion rolling down mid lane. Well, not gonna have the Baron buff with him right now.
Oh
He's
shoot!
off on his own devices for a little bit, I guess.
I just pushed a button and totally lost my spot.
Oh, I'll go ahead and pause. I'm at 32:08 whenever you're ready.
Sorry guys.
Just building dramatic tension. The caster pause.
32:08. Okay, ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
Might be. I don't know what I pushed. I was trying to push escape and it didn't work.
It's alright. The amount of times I've tried to click on the mini-map during these games is pretty phenomenal.
This is a prime example of never surrendering BT dubs. Just because there's so many. There might be team
Oh,
fight here.
Spitfire goes over the wall. He flashes in, only stuns up Senekin though. Ornhorn goes in. That's a really nice Unbreakable though from Mystic Thunder, able to negate that. Lucky's out soloing the Earth Dragon, by the way. So that'll go over to Dude Where's My ELO. That's their 3rd dragon. The banner minion trying to fight all the Baron minions and not gonna win that fight.
Yeah, I think this push is good and all. Their bot lane is not pushing in their favor, so
Yeah, there's also a
I
banner
don't
minion
think
down there, it looks like. Mystic Thunder goes in, lands the 3-man Glacial Fissure. Lucky's trying to go in on the back line. He chases out Zildjian. On the front end of the fight, we're seeing Mystic Thunder and Senekin trying to do what they can. Rich Kid is flanked on the side and able to kill off JV. Senekin now just trying to fight tooth and nail, but not able to find any kills. It's only 2 kills so far, but they're able to secure the middle inhibitor and continue the push in.
3 kills, 3 kills. I think this is game over.
Curtain call comes down, just trying to pick up any damage that he can. Savage to the beat jumps in, not able to find anything critical as the Nexus does fall for game number 1 in favor of Dude Where's My ELO.
That was a crazy back and forth game, by the way.
Yeah, Benis Breakers had a decent lead early on, but just a couple macro mistakes and grouping up just a little bit too much for the Summon Timbers. Oh, you can see I'm watching on VLC. There we go. Let me go back to the post-match screen.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one.
So yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot right away then. Who's your game 1 MVP?
See, and I haven't even began to think about it because honestly, overall, the entire team, Dude Where's My ELO, really held their cool. Because there were spots that looked super shaky, at least with opportunities for the Venus Breakers to come back. But who would I be my MVP? You know what? I'm gonna give out a good old tilt proof and actually give it to Spitfire. He didn't do much early game, I'm sorry, but he really stepped it up in the later games with some awesome freaking tip results that honestly turned a lot of those fights in Dude, Where, Dude Where's My Elo's favor.
Yeah, he had the two gigantic initiations with near Baron and then the other one up kind of near the Tribush and top lane. Uh, yeah, I see no reason to disagree with that. So we'll go ahead and give it to Spitfire for game number two, or for game number one, excuse me. Uh, we'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be back with game number two. Don't go anywhere. This is LeagueKC. My name is Maristematic. With me is Otso.